Hello.
Hi. How are you?
I am good. I just nodded off at the end of the episode though, and I woke up to see the the preview for next week. I was like, "Oh, where am I? What did I miss?"
I just had to go make my espresso martini minus the martini just to get through that crew night out. Jesus fucking Christ, this episode.
Yeah, this one kind of dragged on.
This was most definitely one episode stretched into two. Holy bejesus. This is not Extra Wet Wednesday, guys. I'm sorry. I mean, technically it was two episodes, but it was not extra wet. It was extra dry.
Yeah, so why are they doing this 2 episodes every week now?
I don't know. I assume it's a scheduling thing. I have no idea.
Yeah.
My inquiries yielded about the same, assumption. So no confirmation, any particular reason, but assuming it's some kind of scheduling reason.
Yeah.
And the powers that be, the studios that be. So,
well, after last week, I'm kind of glad we had something kind of mind-numbing.
Yeah, but I mean, mind-numbing is one thing, but like mind-numbing, I mean, okay, so it's just like, I mean, I don't know, it was just really, really long to get through, and nothing happened.
I felt like I was watching the Titanic, except for the Titanic is great.
At least the Titanic was a good-looking ship.
Yes,
this is a really, really fucking ugly ship. Sorry, but
hot.
every single time we have to comment on it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to refer to my notes here to see what my commentary was on this this episode. Oh, I started out with, I'm so grateful that we don't have to see Gary, that I'm fine with Joao, but I reserve the right to regret that statement in the future.
Yep.
So far, I don't regret it because at first because I wasn't really like into him, and I was like anti him because I was pro Culver because Culver's such a good guy, and then Culver turned out to not be a good guy, and so now I'm like, fuck him, yeah, go Joao. Like, I don't know, like I can't just like hate them both. I have to like one and hate the other or something. I don't know.
That's funny.
Below deck logic.
I hear you.
Whereas you're like, yeah, I hate everyone equally.
I actually like this cast. I can't even remember Joao. How do you even say it?
Yeah, I remember him from his regular season of Below
Deck.
No, not me. Yeah, just regular Below Deck with.
Oh, he was on the regular one?
Yeah. With Captain Lee. Yeah, he was on some season of that way back in the day. I remember him from watching it like the original time I watched the show. So it had to have been like way back in the day. I don't remember. I feel like it had to have been.
Well, he was with Aisha, but she wasn't on the regular one.
No, but
was he on 2 different seasons?
Yeah, I feel like yeah, I mean, I feel like I knew this.
I just have binge watched so much Below Deck in the past 4 months that I don't know who anyone is or where they are.
Maybe I'm remembering him from Med then. Maybe. I don't know. I honestly, I just don't know. Okay. I don't know. I don't remember specifically him and Aisha going butting heads, but I mean they gave it the flashbacks enough that I was like, okay, yeah, that all tracks with what I remember about him.
I remember him being kind of douchey when he drank, and I remember him, I don't want to say being sexist, but kind of borderline sexist. Maybe he was. I don't remember.
I feel like he totally is and was, and he was just not letting it go full tilt on camera at first, and then like later he
Yeah. I don't remember hating him. I don't remember liking him. He's just indifferent to me. So
Yeah, like
let's see what
I didn't
happens.
care enough. Like I remember there being conflict, but I remember not caring enough about about the people involved or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's
Yeah.
how boring this episode is because that's what we're debating now. Anyway, so what happened? Like what happened here? What happened in this episode?
Yeah. So season 2, episode 8, Great Sexpectations. To recap, which I don't even think you all need a recap after watching last week,
No.
but to summarize it, Luke and Laura got kicked off because Luke acted like a predator when Margot was passed out drunk and he crawled into bed with her naked. And Laura defended that behavior and kind of was just a bitch. Okay. Which I will say, I was seeing her social media
Yeah.
and she came out with a quote apology. Did you see it?
Oh yeah, because you sent it to me and you were and it was like people commenting like oh she just is worse than I thought.
Yeah, it wasn't even an apology. It was like excuses. And then apparently Luke's current girlfriend defended his behavior and said it's scripted and that was acting. Like, no way, dude.
No,
Listen, they're how
okay.
brainwashed and dumb do you have to be?
No, yeah. Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. So we see the guests. We see Captain Jason and everyone talking about the new guests coming on board. And one of the things that they want is a big gay brunch. And the primary is, I guess, a cam girl, as you figured out. Porn stars. They're all porn stars, which I think that's too nice of a term.
Yeah.
Because
like to call and this is what we were discussing partway through this episode was like they're not like real porn stars. Like I wanted to like these people so much. I'm like, porn stars, yay, I love porn stars. These people weren't porn stars. These were glorified cam girls who got like enough money tipping that they came on this, or one of their sugar daddies had it, paid for it or something like that, right? And like they went on it because even like during like the episode, like the primary was like, oh, I'm gonna go back to eating Kraft dinner in a box, whatever, or in a pod or whatever. So it's like, okay, clearly you don't live this kind of lifestyle on a normal basis. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like I just
yeah,
I wanted to like them, but they did not act like classy porn stars.
No, they were kind of obnoxious.
Yeah.
I didn't hate them, but I definitely didn't like them.
Right. Yeah.
Well, we see the new second officer coming on board, and obviously it's Joao. And Aisha was like, he's the worst. Let me try an Aisha voice. I can't even right now. I'm too tired.
Oh my God. I do love her, but if she says, oh my gosh, amazing, one more time.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
There you go. Like, oh my God.
I love her so much.
But like, okay, that was just over the top. Maybe that was editing where they edited it like every single time it was said, they put it in there or whatever. I don't know. But like, I was like, okay, I'm over it. I'm over it.
I love it. Well, Joao was saying that he was previously in the last couple of years a captain on a 30-meter boat, but he wants the experience of being on a larger vessel and working with the captain. So he's excited to work with Jason. We find out that Zarina knows Joao, and she said that he's a womanizer and slept with her girlfriend and fucked her over. She said he's a liar and he's a player and not to be trusted, basically. No shocker there.
Right. But again, and that's a thing where it's like, it depends on the narrator of the story, because as he tells it later, he was fuck buddies with one of her friends and she was fuck buddies with one of his friends or whatever, and so he described the relationship as fuck buddies, whereas Zarina described it differently. So, truth probably somewhere in the middle there.
Lack of communication. Yeah, truth in the middle. Well, Aisha has a talk with Joao and she wants to keep the past in the past and move forward and be able to work together. I wish I could remember what exactly happened, but oh well.
Yeah.
What did you think when you saw the guests first approaching the boat?
I didn't notice anything about it one way or the other. Like, I was really excited about these guests. I really wanted to like him, and I was like, this is this is as close to porn as I get right now. Fuck you, Glenn Youngkin. you know, so I was really excited about it. And the only place I traveled recently was freaking Kentucky, and it's not like I'm gonna have any options there. Anyway, so yeah, no.
I just got weird vibes. It reminded me, I don't know what about them, but I was just like, I don't know.
They were
Like you
trying
said,
way too hard.
oh yeah.
They're just cam girls, and not that I didn't want to say just as a like, oh, there's like anything wrong with being a cam girl, or that it's a low, oh, it's just no, I don't mean that at all. What I mean is, it seems like that's what they do, right? Which is just a different kind of porn, just a different modality, right? Like porn stars versus cam girls, where you're doing your own camming, right? Like, it's just a different level of stuff, just different things, so like,
Mm-hmm.
and then their behavior was definitely that of people who clearly, just they're just too much makeup all the time, whatever, just trying too hard constantly.
Then the
And
main guest
I'm gonna take off my top because I just don't want to get tan lines. No, shut up, bitch. You just want to get naked. Just get naked.
right,
Nobody
which is
cares.
fine.
Everybody loves it. Hey, yeah.
Everything that came out of their mouth was like either sexually related, like just sexual, or it was bad editing. But literally everything they said when they first came on was about sex. I'm like, these people are trying way too hard. I hope our
Yeah,
orgies won't keep you up at night. Nobody's having orgies. Come on,
I know.
damn well
Right.
there were, and we find out later that they weren't. They were all in their separate rooms doing their camming.
Right. Like maybe sharing. I don't know what but they were all in the different rooms, it looks like.
Yeah.
Um,
But so the deck crew's trying to leave the dock, and Joelle says
which
they're
is a
halfway through the
fucking goat rodeo. Like, this deck crew. It's like the Keystone Cops. Like, oh my God, what is happening here?
I want to know what he thinks about trying to navigate that boat as a second officer. You know what I mean? Just being
Right.
that it's the crappy fishing boat turned yacht.
Right. God, so ugly. And it doesn't even work right.
I
I
know.
can't get over it.
It's got one propeller. Remember, I'll never forget that.
It's in circles, like the little wind-up toys you put in the bathtub.
Like Kaya's kids' toys.
Kaya's big toys.
I bet you her kid toys work better than that boat.
Right?
Yeah. Well, of course, Luke, being a piece of shit that he was, didn't have any organization. So Joelle's trying to figure out schedules and structure and everything, and there's like nothing. Nothing's written down.
Nothing's happening. There wasn't any kind of structure of anything.
Right? It's like, that sounds about right. Now, this is your favorite part when the porn stars go to the beach and they're getting naked, and Culver and Harry get in the water with them, and Harry's holding up the dude, but he gets to stare at the girl's boobs
because of the height.
Who Culver is holding up. So he's like, I don't care that he basically had, I guess, like dick and balls in his neck, because he got to stare at the boobs.
Dude, scrotum in his neck.
Right?
It's fine.
And as we've seen on previous seasons, it's always been said, and with different captains, don't engage with the guests on that level, yada yada yada.
Well,
professional.
It kind of, I think, depends. Like, right, like there is a line, right? We talked about that. They've talked about this.
Drinking's a hard no. Don't drink with the guests.
Right. But these guests like wanted them to take their shirts off and join them in the water. I don't think there was anything wrong with that.
Neither do I.
Doing the like lifting them up and for the chicken fighting, I don't think there was anything wrong with the way that they were engaging with the guests. The guests were clearly directing it. They were clearly the ones leading it. And then Joao, whatever, with his don't go have fun with the guests, let them just be guests. And
this is the guest experience, not a guest employee experience. And I was like, no, I think they wanted it though.
I get that Joao was trying to I need to, exert my authority, right? Like he needs to put something out there. this was not the right thing, I think, for that to happen on, because they clearly knew the guests better than he did. You know what I
Right.
mean? You know?
I mean, let's be honest, Culver is the chief entertainment officer,
Right.
okay?
Right.
Listen to the chief entertainment officer. He knows what he's talking about.
Right. Right. They're not, I didn't think they were crossing a line with the guests at all.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they're not your typical yacht guests at all.
Right,
So
right,
you're
right,
not gonna have your
exactly. I mean,
typical.
there's nothing different to me than when, you know, one of the crew is like laying down with sushi on them, you know, or
Right.
you know, where the crew comes in with their budgie smugglers, you know, like you're still, you know, sexualizing yourself for the benefit of the guests in some
Mm-hmm.
way. This being in the water doing the chicken fighting was the guest preferred way at that moment. I didn't see anything wrong with it.
I agree. Well, after the beach, we see Zarina making a lot of vegan and healthy food options for dinner that evening. And we see Aisha try to decorate a table, which let me tell you right now, I am not creative. I am the least creative person you will ever meet. So I feel her pain. That shit looked terrible.
It
I
was
was like,
awful. Like I
yes.
feel like Kaya could have done a better job.
It was so funny. I was like, I love Aisha. Bless her for her personality and her, you know,
And she
great.
recognizes her weakness, but damn,
Right.
like learn, girl. You're a chief stew. You need to know that shit. You can't count on
It,
having somebody better than you. You know what I mean?
it looked like a 2-year-old's birthday party decoration.
Yeah, it was bad.
But she tried, and I love her, so I'll give it a pass.
Yeah. I mean, what could she do? That's all she could do. She did the best she could, you know?
Hmm. So the food's coming out, and I saw the artichoke foam on roasted something. I have no idea what she was saying, but I was like, artichoke foam, that looks good.
I would eat.
I, I totally eat it.
Totally.
And she used a lot of edible gold.
Yes. Because it was like some kind of gold party of some kind
Right.
or whatever. So, yeah. So she
Yeah.
had all that gold spray and edible gold leaf and things like that. And I mean, seriously, it was like so much gold on everything. I was like, I'd be shitting gold for like a week.
She was
But
just missing the gold schlager. Then it would have been a real party.
yeah, and like I think real yacht guests would have been like, this is overdoing it.
It's
But
tacky.
guests were like, yeah, no, we want this, you know?
Yeah. Well, Culver starts getting a little bit jealous of Joao and Zarina because they're flirting, which I totally agree with Aisha when she says later on that Zarina's flirting with him.
100%.
Yes.
100%. Like I think
Mhm.
I was texting you. I was like, "Yeah, okay, girl. Like, no. Oh, we're just bros." She was all like, "Yeah, we're bros." No, girl, no, no.
I don't know
That's
about you, but I
not.
don't tell my bros to like put chocolate down there and lick it off. I don't know.
You know, I don't have those. Yeah, no. She definitely was, and I think she was. The lady doth protest too much when she was called out about when Aisha called her out about it.
Yeah.
Not that Aisha deserved to have what happened next happen, but
Which part?
no, wait, not Aisha. What did I say? Not that
Zarina?
Serena. Yes.
I was like, what happened to Aisha? Oh no, did I
I
fall
screwed up the
asleep
names.
again? Did I
The
miss?
names. No, I was thinking Aisha because Aisha was right there. No, when Culver
Right.
was making out with the new girl.
Yeah. So then we see Aisha trying to get Harry to ask Margot out on a date and giving him advice on how to do it. And I was like, that's so sweet. Poor little Harry is just so innocent.
Mhm. He's gonna get crushed, squashed
I
like a little bug,
know.
squashed like a
God.
little bug.
I will give it up. I will give props to the deck crew because they went all out on their outfits for that evening's
Yes,
just the Speedos.
they
Culver's
did.
unicorn outfit was awesome.
Yeah, they did. They did a great job. The whole crew did a great job for.
The ball gag that Joao was
Oh
wearing.
my God! Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that scene totally reminded me of American Horror Story. A bunch of weirdos dressed up in weird costumes. I loved it. I was like, okay, I'm waiting for somebody to get murdered or something.
Uh-oh.
Like, it's like American Horror Story to
Can you
me.
believe I haven't watched American Horror Story? I
What?
know. I know. I know.
The first
Um,
season's the best. Just watch the first, then you're done.
it's almost too creepy for me.
What?
I know. I know. I know. I know.
It's good. Well, some of the seasons are good.
Some of like the weird creep factor is to me like that's like partially based in realism is like little like too much for me. Like I don't know. There's just some of those
It's so over the top though that it's comical.
all
It's
right.
like, but the first season is, I think the first season's the scariest, but it's not, I don't know. It's hard to describe. It just keeps getting weirder and weirder as it goes, but I would definitely check it out.
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, it's on my list. It's yeah, at some point, but I gotta finish Billions right now first. And
Gotcha. Well, then
I'm almost done.
What? I've never seen that before.
Billions on Showtime.
Nope.
It's a little bit like Succession, but not as intense and not as sort of good and smart. But it's still good. And it's not quite like Sons of Anarchy, like heavy intensity, but it's got elements of both Succession and Sons of Anarchy to me, and not just because there's there's this actress that was in Sons of Anarchy that's also in Billions, but it's enjoyable to me. It's enjoyable. I'm like, okay, I gotta finish it. It's the season that's airing right now is season 7, which is their final season, and I'm just started season 6, so I'm almost caught up. So anyway,
cool. Well, then Harry asks Margot out on a date, and she says yes. It's like, okay, oh my gosh.
Yes, so cute, but then later, crickets.
Yeah.
Literally.
Then we see Captain and Aisha going over the new Stew's resume, and we find out that she has a lot of experience, and she spent the last year as a chief stew working on a busy boat. So that gives them hope that, hey, she'll probably work out.
Yeah. But then they're like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Or Aisha, she's so beautiful.
That's a really good impression. I love it. Well, then the crew is trying to lift the tender out of the water, but they're having some difficulty and it's flying everywhere. Culver's trying to use a remote to direct it. Captain's on like helping as well. And I'm like, this is not going so well at all.
Nope, not so much.
And then that's the end of the episode. Super.
That's it right there.
Boring.
Done. Dunzo, gonzo. Okay, we'll be right back with the next season. I mean, next episode. Okay, bye.
Throwing a drink is easy, but you know what's even easier? Getting a drink delivered with Drizzly, your go-to app for alcohol delivery. With Drizzly, you can shop local stores and compare prices on your favorite drinks or their least favorite drinks. Drama. Then get them delivered to your door. No drama. No table flipping, no accusation-filled reunions. Just a tailored shopping experience for whatever occasion you're shopping for. From birthdays to weddings to have a piece of bread, maybe you'll calm down a little parties. So save time shopping and get back to sipping the fanciest champagne while watching accusation-filled reunions. Download the Drizzly app or go to drizzly.com. That's DRIZLY.com today.
And we're back.
Hey, fraudcasters. Life doesn't happen bi-weekly, so why should your payday? The money you earn today can be in your hands today with EarnIn. EarnIn is an app that gives you access to your pay as you work, up to $100 per day or up to $750 per pay period. Just download the EarnIn app and verify your paycheck. Then access up to $100 a day as you work. Any money that you access is automatically repaid from your next paycheck. Make EarnIn a part of your financial routine and join EarnIn's over 3.5 million customers who say things like, when I think about EarnIn, I think about financial stability and security. It gives me a lot of peace of mind.
I tell you what, you guys, just knowing that this app exists out there gives me a lot of peace of mind and security. Download EarnIn today, spelled EARNIN, in the Google Play or Apple App Store. When you download the EarnIn app, type in Fraudcast under podcast when you sign up. It'll really help the show. That's Fraudcast under podcast. Subject to your available earnings, daily max, pay period max. See earnin.com TOS for details. EarnIn is a financial technology company, not a bank. Bank products are issued by Evolve Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hey, you guys, you know that I love my Nutrafol. I've been taking it for a long time, and I'm going to continue to take it for a long time because I, like millions of Americans, experience thinning hair. It's more than common, it's normal, but it's not openly talked about, especially among women. Going through it can be lonely and frustrating, and it's time to change that conversation and join the thousands of women like me who are standing up for their strands with Nutrafol. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement, clinically shown to improve your hair growth, thickness, and visible scalp coverage. Nutrafol supports healthy hair growth from within by targeting the 5 root causes of thinning: stress, hormones, environment, nutrition, and metabolism through a whole body health. Nutrafol has 3 unique formulas to support women throughout all stages of life, including postpartum and menopause. Each formula is physician formulated using natural, drug-free, medical-grade ingredients in consistently effective dosages so you get the most reliable results. In a clinical study, 86% of women reported improved hair growth after 6 months. Over 3,000 top doctors and stylists recommend Nutrafol as an effective and high-quality solution for healthier hair. You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the promo code FRAUD to save $10 off your first month subscription. This offer is only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus, you get free shipping on every order. Get $10 off at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, with the promo code FRAUD.
Hey, Fraudcasters. Now that we're in the thick of summer, you, like me, might be looking for some wholesome, convenient meals to support your sunny, active days. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up fast with flavorful and nutritious ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You're going to save time, eat well, and stay on track of reaching your goals. Are you too busy with your summer plans to cook, or it's too hot, or you're running around and you want to make sure you're eating well, but don't just want to eat your kids like leftover chicken nuggets? With Factor, skip the extra trip to the grocery store, the chopping, the prepping, the cleaning up too, all of that. Skip all of that while still getting the flavor and nutritional quality you need. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes. So all you have to do is heat them up and enjoy, and then get back outside and soak up that warm weather. Are you looking for delicious, calorie-conscious options this summer? Try delicious, dietitian-approved calorie-smart meals with around 550 calories or less per serving. This personally is the plan that I'm currently using, and I love it. They're extra flavorful, they're really good, and I know I'm getting good, healthy, quality food, and then I can get back to work. I work from home, and it's just me right now. So these are the perfect meal for me for lunch or for dinner. If it's just me for dinner and I don't have the kids and I don't have the husband and all of that, these are so perfect. I don't have to cook. I don't have to worry about cleaning. I don't have to shop. I have my healthy, calorie-conscious meals ready to go right in front of me. So this July, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door, ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/fraudcast50 and use code fraudcast50 to get 50% off. That's code fraudcast50 at factormeals.com/fraudcast50 to get 50% off. Hey, Fraudcasters. You guys already know that I love my SKIMS. It all started with their Fits Everybody collection, which is the softest underwear ever, and my favorite, the Fits Everybody t-shirt bra, which I now have in multiple colors. I was seeing their cotton loungewear all over my feed, so I had to see for myself what the hype was about. I am an absolute sucker for a good cotton soft loungewear set, and let me tell you, these did not disappoint. They are the cutest, most flattering sets you will find ever. SKIMS is creating the next generation of loungewear for every body. I am currently wearing my most favorite from this collection, which is the boxers and the tank top in this beautiful kyanite color. This is so soft, and especially in the summer and with me and my MS and always being hot, this cotton is so nice and cool against my skin. I just love it. It's this great fabric, and I'm absolutely just in love with this new cotton collection. This is SKIMS' most tagged collection. It is made with a classic cotton fabric for the most comfortable everyday wear. It's made from ultra soft and natural fibers. The cotton collection features elevated lounge pieces designed for comfort indoors or outside. Whoever said loungewear was only for inside the house hasn't tried SKIMS. Available in sizes double extra small up to size 4X. So believe the hype. SKIMS has over 100,000 five-star reviews for a reason. The cotton collection and more are available now at skims.com. Plus, you get free shipping on orders over $75. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and select our show, the Fraudcast, in the drop-down menu that follows. Oh my God, you guys, I want to tell you about this underwear that I'm obsessed with. It is the Fits Everybody collection by SKIMS. And it feels like no other underwear I've ever worn before. It's stretchy and soft, and it kind of just melts onto your body and you forget you're wearing it. SKIMS is creating the next generation of underwear for everybody. And I do mean everybody. My girls are a 34 double D. I've breastfed. I've had a reduction. I've gained weight. I've lost weight. I've been through it all. And this is my new favorite bra that I wear all the time. It is the Fits Everybody t-shirt bra, and I'm telling you, it's a miracle. A t-shirt bra I can actually wear. I love it. It's my favorite. I'm also a super fan of the Fits Everybody Racerback bra. It's my new go-to bra when working from home. The Fits Everybody collection of underwear is super lightweight and molds to your body. It's a buttery soft fabric that stretches twice its size without ever losing its shape, meaning that you get the perfect fit every time. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. You will get the perfect fit every time with these. And they're available in sizes double extra small up to a 4X. You guys, believe the hype. The collection has nearly 90,000 five-star reviews for a reason. The Fits Everybody collection and more perfect fit essentials are available now at skims.com. Plus, you get free shipping on orders over $75. After you place your order, be sure to let them know that we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select the Fraudcast from the drop-down menu that follows.
Season 2, episode 9, Angel Nude Cake. All right, so Culver wrangling the boat. Boat's flying everywhere, and it knocks into a pole and takes it out, which Captain said is a $700 fix. Which for a boat like that, I feel like $700 isn't much. I mean, it still sucks, but it could be way worse.
Yeah.
He wants to blame the water and stuff. I'm like, how about you blame the controls that you were directing?
He clearly, I mean, he had no idea what he was doing. Like, I feel like Kaya could have done a better job with that remote control.
And we've seen him use the remote control in the past on another season too. So I'm like, what is he doing? I don't know. So Jamie, the new stew, is finally entering the boat. And I like her. I get a good vibe right off the bat. So hopefully she's cool.
Well, until she intentionally goes after Culver, but you know.
Does she know though that Culver and Chef are?
Yes.
Oh, I can't even remember.
They say that at the very end, like I told her repeatedly.
Oh, so that's where I fell asleep.
Yeah. And
well,
it's
she said,
and then they show her on the preview going, "Oh, Sheffy's going to be mad at me." Yeah, you think?
Did Chef and Culver even kiss at all? Like I saw them kiss on the cheeks.
Yes, they had, and they were both had said that they were like those were their property. Like they mutually had acknowledged this thing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, next episode will be good.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie says she loves a good boatman, so we'll see what's going to happen. I have a feeling Jamie's going to end up with Joao, though.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he's going to swoop in. Yeah, because he's a douche.
Yeah, I guess
Hey,
that's
he's going to
true.
pull a Gary. He's going to pull a Gary and swoop in.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
That's what I think.
He is. He is probably. All right. All right.
Yeah. Well, then comes the traumatic scene I was forced to watch, where we see the primary guest wearing a dessert that Serena put all over her. Chocolate
Traumatic
rubbed
scene.
all down her.
Are you gonna need to have some PTSD counseling?
Maybe. I was like, these people are eating dessert off of this naked lady, and I felt the same way about Gary, so don't judge me, people.
Yeah, and it was just like, I mean, and I don't know, I mean, like, I just think about like the sex work and all the stuff, and granted they weren't doing the sex work right there, so whatever, but like, I don't know, there's like
bodily fluids
and lube and things that are involved in your body, and that's what that's what makes sex great, right? That's what makes all that fun stuff fun, right? And so like the thought of eating dessert off of that as well, I mean, maybe it would be different if it were someone that like I liked, and I did not like these people, so
that annoyed me.
Maybe if
do you think she showered when she went downstairs before she had the dessert put on her?
Oh God, no.
Probably not.
No, yeah. She just changed her dress off and put her other underwear
I
on.
would have exfoliated, taken an Epsom salt bath.
Yeah, no. That person, she was not doing that in her bathroom. She may have been doing things in the bathtub, but that was not an Epsom salt bath. You would not want salt up in those parts, I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway.
So
yeah, I'm gonna skip it was disgusting to me, but that's the same way as like wasabi on Gary's nipples was like disgusting to me too. So, and I love me some wasabi. So.
I love some wasabi, which I actually just ate some wasabi chips from a Lidl. How do you even say it? Lidl? Lidle? Or LIDL.
Yeah.
Anyways,
we have one down the street, so I don't know.
I'll send a picture of the wasabi chips. They're good. Impulse buy. So nothing after this is of any sort of significance. So I'm just going to fast forward to the next day when the guests finally leave, because it's like, whatever.
Yeah. Nothing else happens. I don't even know. Like, oh, what, can you wash some dishes for me? Sure. Yeah. Like, thanks. Okay.
Yep. And Laura made it very clear to Captain as she was leaving that she wanted him to know that her ass did one good thing on the trip, which is warm up the tip envelope, because we all needed to know that.
Oh God, that was so gross. Like, oh my God. And she meant her ass literally. That was so gross. And I was like, oh God, like what I told you, it was like, how quickly do you think Captain Jason sanitized his hands after that?
He looked like mortified.
He was like, thanks. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, that was awful. Gross. Grotesque. Not everybody wants to be involved in your bodily fluids.
Yep.
People. Okay.
Well, then we see the tip meeting, and Captain gives Culver the helmet because obviously he almost killed people with the tender.
I don't know how to use it. My name is Culver.
Yeah. And we find out that they left a $20,000 tip.
So they did well. So that was good. Which you were like, I hope they tip well because they're in the service industry.
Yeah.
Has not failed us yet, right? I don't think.
I always think like people that are hard workers to make their money are probably tip well. That are based. I mean, that earn income based on tips are gonna tip well.
It was like tips that paid for that charter for them, right? So they understand,
They get it.
They understand.
Well, we see Margot getting ready for her date, and unlike the previous Laura that got fired, she seems to get ready pretty quickly.
Yeah. And it was hilarious when she went to the second bathroom to like blow dry her hair, and she was like had her glass of wine and her like hairbrush or whatever, and she walks out and like he's sitting right there. And she was like, oh, okay, all right.
I loved how she was flossing. She's like, I never floss, and I was like, girl, me too. I get it. I try. I try, but
Yeah.
Well, we see Margot and Harry on their cheese and wine date, and it's super awkward, although they're both being very sweet to each other. I was sitting there watching it going, there's no connection at all.
Which is so weird because they've had other interactions before where they've chatted and all these other things and interacted without a problem. So like, was it like just like the pressure, the forced situation? Like suddenly
I think it's because they were sober, because like the last time they kissed, they were both drunk. Things like that. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but clearly, yeah, it was like the amount of secondhand awkward cringe in watching that was
Yeah, and then we see her in her interview saying that she felt like the convo wasn't flowing, but then she kisses him.
I know.
So I get it if you're trying to feel it out. Like, okay, maybe the convo, let me try this. Like maybe there's something there, right? I get it. I get that. I've done that before.
Yeah.
And then be like, nope, nothing there.
Yeah.
But I feel like this guy is just gonna get his little heart broken.
Yeah. He's just he can get squished like a little bug.
Yeah. So she admits that she didn't feel anything when she kissed him. And that's kind of the end of that.
That's about the most exciting chemistry on the episode, right?
Right. Then everyone goes to dinner and they're already looking pretty wasted before they even got to dinner. So I was like, oh, this is going to be an interesting night. And then that's when Aisha told Zarina that she thinks that she wants Joel's dick. And she said like nice things leading up to that comment. Like, oh, I think, maybe you're flirting with him too much. And Zarina was getting defensive. But yeah, we all see it.
Yeah, totally.
So then we see Culver and Jamie making out. Well, I fell asleep somewhere in between that and then Culver and Jamie making out. So did anything happen between the...
There really wasn't anything else. So you had Aisha having this conversation with Zarina, basically like, you're being, I don't know, this is like, I thought you guys didn't like each other. Like he's kind of, and he's a dick, like from my experiences, like he's really kind of an asshole. Like, what are you doing? Flirting with him? And she's like, oh, I'm not flirting with him. And, and then eventually she was like, yeah, you want to ride his dick, basically. And then, and then they go and you go to the dance floor and Margot, is her name Margot? Yeah. Is her name? No.
Is her name Margot?
No, the new girl, Jamie.
Jamie.
Jamie. I'm like, I can't even remember. Jamie is like, basically is like, already been told that Culver is Chevy's, but she's like doing the thing where, she's doing the Gary in the situation.
Oh,
right?
no.
So I think that's what I'm thinking is that she's like, well, okay, he's cute and I like him and I don't care that Chevy's with him. I'm going to, and goes after, you know what I mean? And because
that I don't like that. I don't like that.
That's my impression of it. And then, and so the episode ends with Zarina being like, what, they're making out, because you see Jamie going to kiss Culver, and Culver responds, he doesn't push her away, he doesn't do any of that, he like leans into it, and then he like starts grabbing her like by the neck, like behind the head and stuff, and like actually make it, so he can't just be like, oh, she kissed me and then I like backed up. No, no, there's none of that. He was like into it. So anyway, but yeah, so that's it. That's all that happened. It's like 2 hours worth of episode.
That was the shortest podcast we've ever done.
Shortest podcast ever. Well, we're not going to extend it just to the sake of extending it, but so so there you go. We've got other stuff coming on the horizon. Sister Wives starts next weekend. So this coming up Sunday, Sister Wives, it's in my thing. We gotta, I don't know, like I gotta decide about bingo. We've got all kinds of things happening, but Sunday fun day. Sister Wives Sunday. So we will be covering that And so we'll make up for this really short episode by having more coming, because we'll have both the Sister Wives and Below Deck. So we'll have multiple per week. So we'll make up for it, okay? Promise. Thanks, guys. Okay, bye.
Bye.